Hey there everybody, this is Shadow and welcome to Sonic Forces. You'll notice that the title screen is a little different from when I first started this game, and that's because this is the title screen. That's what happens when you actually beat the game. It's just that everything's all white colour and there's a flower in the middle of the room. So yeah, that's quite an interesting thing. It's the only time the title screen changes as far as I know, because when I did this playthrough, I did it in like literally 2 sessions. The first 3 episodes, which I did live commentary on, I did in 1 session, which was like the starting session, and the remaining like 4 parts I did post commentary. And well, yeah, I believe the title screen stayed the same. It's like it didn't evolve or anything. So yeah, it's the only time the title screen changes. By the way, we're not here for that. We are here for bonus content, which is episode Shadow, which, if memory serves, I think it was a free DLC that came with the game. It might have just been free when the game came out. I'm not certain, but it also allowed you to play Shadow in Sonic stages, and it's essentially Shadow's just a reskin of modern Sonic anyway. So a lot of pretty much all of Shadow stages are going to be playing a lot like modern Sonic stages, so that's just a small heads up. But other things that episode Shadow does is actually gives us a backstory to Infinite's origin, which, if you've not read like any of the extra like supplementary comics and other such things, you won't really get any real backstory into Mania aside from where classic Sonic comes from if you played Sonic Mania. So this gives us a little backstory into Infinite, and as such, when you start the thing, the game actually recommends you play through some of the main scenario. I think it specifically wants you to play about as far as when you actually meet Shadow. But like I said, I've already played the game, so let's go. We're also going to get like some of the best music in the game. I think I ranted a little bit about this in the final video during the credits. Where I just thought, yeah, the music in this game is something to really forget, in my honest opinion. So the only exceptions being like the main theme, Fist Bump, Infinite's theme, and the vast majority of the music in the episode Shadow's content. So let's just get on with it, shall we? And also, one of the things that you'll realise with this is that a lot of the music might be familiar if you played, at the very least, Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure 2, which are like Shadow's main real games, really. Like the main theme you're probably hearing about now. I mean, I can't hear it myself since I actually have to have my TV muted in order to actually do commentary. I believe it's actually the main theme from like the title screen theme from Shadow the Hedgehog.
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without reason.
And like the levels that you go through actually are remixes of like different levels. I know for a fact the only one that actually does like remixes of 2 levels is actually the first level that we're coming up to, which will happen as soon as I get through this all these dialogue. I still really would have liked an automatic thing, but
I'll handle things my way.
Omega said the same thing. You two go together?
Cut the chat.
yeah.
I'm on my way.
Shadow's being his edgy self, and we get through to this first area, which is in the city, which the music for this is, I believe, a remix of Westopolis, and it's not Speed Highway. It's not Lethal Highway either. I've forgotten the level's name, but it's like Shadow's first level in Adventure 2. But yeah, as a sort of TLDR, Shadow plays like classic Sonic, not classic Sonic, Shadow plays like modern Sonic. He has double jump, he has homing attack, he has the boost, he has stomp. I think I was supposed to do a homing attack chain there and completely forgot to, and then ended up getting myself nearly killed.
What's going on? Respond.
As with the main game, Episode Shadow also has red starrings for you to get. I think the other one's on my main save file, which is, in other words, not this one. Actually, only has like all of them for. I actually do have all the red starrings for this level, as well as like all the other collectibles that you can grab as well. Also did something stupid there, that's pretty great. I also missed the first red starring, what was that? Oh well, it's, I probably shouldn't worry about that right now. Oh yeah, this first level has all the red starrings are in easy locations, relatively easy anyway.
Omega, what happened? What's going on over there?
Unidentified system intrusion. Emergency withdrawal. IME 123 Omega. The most.
Oh yeah, something's going on with Omega there. We don't know what, but we'll soon find out. Also did something stupid there, which is fine, but which is fine because the checkpoint is actually not that far away from where I died. So yeah, I missed the good job there, homing attack. Having homing attack and double jump on the same button is not a good combination, in my experience. I want to double jump, but instead I'm just going to hit these and just completely die like several times. It would be nice if I could get all of Episode Shadow done in like one 20-minute video, but if the game just doesn't want to cooperate, then so be it. Anyway, there's then the level. Same sort of ranking system you get for Shadow as you get with the main game, except you don't actually get the ranks for the avatar at all. But yeah, here's Captain Edgelord talking to another Captain Edgelord.
As I suspected, this power is without peer. It is the ultimate.
And he's just like, blah ha ha, Omega is just a pile of soup cans.
Not so tall, dark, and brooding guest has arrived.
And I believe this because he's like, oh hey, Infinite's like, oh hey, I have some beef with yours. Shadows are like, what are you talking about? And it kind of reminds me of Mephiles the Dark from Sonic 06, where he's like, why the hell do you have beef with me? And it's eventually told in this particular section of the storyline, my Infinite has a little bit of beef with Shadow, similar to Mephiles the Dark from Sonic 06.
I suppose you would think so.
Oh yeah, so, some comparisons can be made to that game. Ugh.
I am Infinite. You say you do not know me, and yet I remember you.
Yeah, even down to like what he's saying is like, yeah, I'm this guy and I know you very well from what you did to me.
Another in a long list of Eggman bases you tore down without a second thought.
But yeah, this happened like some time ago. I believe it. Do we get? No, we don't. We have to actually choose the stage. But remember the log flume level with the avatar? This is this level. Except it's slightly harder, and there's not as much leeway for Shadow to deal with.
Shadow has entered the facility. Defense Squad Jackal has already been completed.
So the gimmick's pretty much the same.
Intercept that blasted hedgehog by any means.
I say you see those gold mold bugs, they're pretty rare. You can actually destroy them and you get 10 rings out of them.
The best mercenaries around, and he's still totally
I'd rather not deal with having to deal with the mold bugs, especially since
Should have hired some defense squads for the defense squad. Hey, Doctor.
they can actually potentially bounce you off into off the log flumes and off the water flumes and into death.
Unbelievable. He's getting deeper and deeper into the facility. That computer running analyses in the core is invaluable. One of you idiots, stop that hedgehog now!
And I believe all the red star rings here are actually really linear. I think they're all really linear in all the games actually, now that I mention it. Well, at least in episode Shadow, because I'm pretty sure my save file actually has all the red star rings gathered for episode Shadow. I think for the last one you have to go to the left hand, the right hand side. And yeah, it's really easy to fuck this last section in particular. Really easy to fall down and die and get knocked over.
At least the analysis of the stone was completed yesterday.
I'll just run into spike balls like a complete idiot.
Can't let this facility be destroyed. Is there anyone left out there?
Oh yeah, this is probably like the last red star ring here is probably like the hardest one to actually deal with.
Seems like this place is important. No wonder the cannon fodder.
In fact, I get the feeling that I've already missed it because I think I went the wrong way. But yeah, that's literally that last red star ring on that stage, probably the hardest one to get with episode Shadow. All the other ones are relatively easy to get, even though I say that and I already missed the first red star ring in the original stage. Not that I'm interested in actually going for all the red star rings, but you say things happening here.
You know you can hear me. You're captain of Squad Jackal, aren't you? Your squad was useless. Go clean up their mess already.
Yeah, I got it. You destroyed my squad. I'll show you why they call me the ultimate mercenary.
And you're about to shoot me show my Shadow's called the ultimate Lifeform. Get one with combo, dude.
Worthless. Don't show your pathetic face around me ever again. I'm shaking. Me. Afraid. Pathetic. Me. He's calling me weak. No, I am not weak. I'm not. I'm not weak. I am not weak. That day, I gave up my own unsightly face. I let go of the old me, the one that was so weak, so that I could become stronger. Then, at last, I obtained the power. Power to make all yield to my will. I was reborn!
So yeah, that guy, that child Wombo combo turned out to becoming infinite.
I've only become what I am.
Good job there, Shadow. You created a monster.
But I suppose that's the way it goes. It simply means that the old me was too weak, too pathetic.
I don't know what you're talking about, Infinite. Not only were you easily defeated by mere hammer, you're also easily defeated by drill.
And now you've become nothing more than an insect. waiting to be crushed underfoot.
And I really hope nobody's not going straight for this and not missing out on the main playthrough, because that's spoilers.
Thanks to this limitless power I've obtained, I have become unstoppable.
So yeah, Infinite was a mercenary part of Jackal's squad that Shadow beat up, and after being called pathetic and weak, he went, I'm instead going to become the ultimate edgelord. And now I believe we come up to, I think this is the final stage for episode Shadow. It's really, really short. Just kind of glad that it, well, it's really short.
Shadow?
At this stage I can
Shadow, do you read me?
like die out quite easily, like a lot.
That guy. What happened to Infinite?
Those red virtual reality things, instead of actually taking you to a bad place, I think they just outright hurt you.
We're going to pick up Omega.
Yeah, they just take you as hurt you as opposed to take you to like an alternative bad place, in like just like they did in there. In the boss fights with Infinite. If you actually saw the trailers for, I think it was trailers for episode Shadow, you actually saw parts of this stage actually being done specifically like around here. From what it's one of the things that I remember from the trailers, is that this particular section when it was when they were doing episode Shadow. And yeah, a combination of needing to do things along with doing other things.
This is where Omega was destroyed. But there's no sign of it here.
Sure seems that way. Probably because it never really happened.
What?
I need to not die.
Omega?
I am not defeated. I am not weak. I am not weak.
At least the target some rings anyway. Well, I ended up dying anyway. That's good. That is why I usually end up dying a lot anyway.
This is where Omega was destroyed. But there's no sign of it here.
Sure.
Also, I think using the D-pad for 2D sections is probably the good idea here.
But there's no sign of it here.
I don't want to
Sure seems that way. Probably because it never really happened.
What?
Affirmative. I have never known to defeat.
do things. But yeah, that's pretty much how you get that red star. I'm just amazed I didn't get hit there and die. And I think after the time I jump here.
This is where Omega was destroyed.
And because I didn't mention it before, I'm not very good at video game, but yeah, the music for I believe the second stage that we went to is a remix, I believe, of White Jungle from Sonic Adventure 2. And this level, I believe it's a remix of the Biolizard flight from Adventure 2.
Omega?
I am not defeated. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not weak. I am not weak.
And yeah, it does seem that Infinite is trying to play mind games with Shadow here, and it's sort of working. Also, I'm not certain as to how I ended up getting hit, to not getting hit there through using a homing attack. Now, I would like some rings because trying to get through this is going to be difficult. I'd say it's actually flawless to do it. I think around here is roughly the end of the level. And you have to time your hitting the spring with jumping up there. There's an upper route, but I don't remember the lower route. And that's really it for episode Shadow. Right about this time in the storyline, Sonic's, it's literally right here is when Sonic's actually starting his part of the story. As we're actually going to see the cutscene shortly.
Where? I'm back here. No.
But yeah, Shadow quickly twigs out on what Infinite's power is.
This is reality, Shadow. Your reality. I didn't expect to see you come back alive, but you...
So, yeah.
This power...
I think after this, Shadow's basically just trying to
just as I thought.
fight like all the other things that Infinite's been doing, leading up to defeating the fake Shadow when Sonic found him, like later on in the game.
Sonic? What are you plotting? What is this? Stop! Where do you think you're going, Infinite?
Oh yeah, that's like I said, nothing else really more to say.
Shadow? Shadow?
Because yeah, Rouge is going to say, yo, Sonic's fighting Eggman now and it's starting to go downhill.
Rouge?
Forget it. Get away from there as soon as you can. There are explosions going off all over. The facility's about to collapse.
Withdrawing now. What's the meaning of all this? Rouge, are you telling me the truth?
What's the point of lying about it? Eggman got a beat on Sonic and mounted a massive assault.
Which is basically what we're just going to talk about now. Yeah, Eggman's going to try and assault on Sonic.
Sure.
Sonic's going to be like, yeah,
But it's nothing
I
to
can
worry
deal with
about.
this, but
We've got the advantage now.
as we saw at the start of the game, Infinite basically just
So I
said
don't
no.
think it's a big enough deal for you to head out.
Not even Sonic will be able to stand against me.
Especially after like Infinite told Shadow like, yeah, I can beat Sonic. I was like, maybe it will be a problem.
Something like that without...
Shadow, this is not good. Hurry, get...
What is Rouge? What happened?
But yeah, unfortunately Shadow was a little late to the pie.
Is everyone okay?
We are thanks to you. Cutting it kind of close though, pal.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I roll. Okay, let's finish this, Eggman.
It will be your finish, Sonic. Behold the power of my ultimate masterpiece!
Huh? Shadow, it's you? Zavok! Metal! Chaos! Huh?
Whoa, this guy is faster than Sonic. No, wait, it's something else. Gotta scan him and figure this out.
What are you? How are you doing? Go!
Nice.
Tails? I need to know what's going on with this guy.
I'm trying, Sonic, but these readings are all messed up. They don't make any sense.
Running out of time here, Tails.
Sonic!
And yeah, we had to watch that scene again. But yeah, that's it for episode Child's content. It's like 3 stages and 3 slightly harder than normal stages, I'll be honest. But if you can master them, getting all the red star rings and everything else is really easy. But since I actually have a little bit more time, I may as well talk about some of the other DLC, which I need to go into the main storyline for. Specifically, I think the only other DLC that came with I actually came out for the game eventually, was Super Sonic, which, in case you didn't notice, there was like no real mention of Super Sonic, or in fact the Chaos Emeralds for that matter, in the entire game. And that's because they weren't really needed. And well, yeah. In fact, the only time the Chaos Emeralds was really needed in the entire saga of the Phantom Ruby was in Sonic Mania itself. But I'm going to show off classic Sonic and modern Sonic, Super Sonic. They're not really all that useful. Like I said, in modern Sonic stage you can also play Shadow, but like I said, Shadow's just a reskin of Sonic, so everything stays the same. But Super Sonic, in both cases, triggers automatically with 50 rings, whether you want it to or not. The only real difference is that aside from the usual Super Sonic stuff where you're invincible and you drain, I think, 1 ring per second, is only really with modern Sonic, really, in that he gets infinite boost, and it's not like the boost in Generations where you ended up flying for a bit and it just ate your rings away like it was nothing. But with classic Sonic, nothing changes aside from invulnerability. It's really just a reskin with invulnerability and infinite boost in case of light modern Sonic. But I'm actually going to show those off. I'm going to actually sign off from commentary. Thank you for watching Sonic Forces, and I hope to see you for whatever else I feel like doing. So take care, and I will see you then. Ciao!
Sonic, Eggman's forces are surging into the city. We need you here now.
Hold on, Tails. I'm on my way. We don't have time to lose. Better kick things up a notch. Man, look at the size of that thing. I guess all kinds of things show up when your neighborhood turns into a desert. Cleanup's gonna be a chore. There's sand everywhere. Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now. Man, this place is a wreck. Thanks, Eggman. One of my favorite spots is all ruined. This is it for Green Hill, so the city must be close. Let's get ready for some action.
Radar shows Eggman up ahead. Enemies could be lying in wait, so watch your step. I get the feeling Eggman has some tricks up his sleeve. They've made a total mess of this place. We have to stop Eggman and end this war quick. Careful, Sonic! I'm detecting a ton of readings besides Eggman, too. One is stronger than the others. What could it be?